I'm the most called out fighter in the BKFC. I'm pretty sure I had like 15 people call me out. Up in like the T-Pain song, up down, both weight classes, everywhere. They can't keep King Kai's name out of their mouth. They know that I'm the money fight. They know that fighting me, they're gonna get extra eyes. It's a good place to be in. Let's just how do we make the most called out guy not be the guy that's sitting out the longest?
From MMA Island. Christopher de Santiago with MMA Island. Today I'm talking to the BKFC Featherweight Champion of the World, Mr. King Kai Stewart, ahead of his next title defense at BKFC 87 on March 20th. Kai, how's it going today, man?
Going great. I hope to not say the same thing over and over again, but I usually never run out of things to say. So here we go. Here we go.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks for the time as always. Obviously, with your next title defense, I was kind of intrigued by the name Nico Gaffie. Obviously Nathan Rivera, Paziola's, I believe, is out. How long have you known that he would be the next contender in line for you?
It was pretty much the same time the public found out. It was a couple days before the Knucklemania announcement. I'm 90% sure I should have fought Plazola, but he was out with an injury. Nathan Rivera, he I just don't think he's ready. He may have finished. Like, I'm just not a finisher, so it's hard to MMA math. Oh, he finished the guy you just fought for a world title for. Look at the performances. I don't think Nathan Rivera was ready. Nico Gaffey's putting people away quick. He's fast. He's got a pretty big name for like over in Spain. He has a whole country behind him. So it's definitely a interesting matchup just to be thrown in there. I have more title fights than he has fights in the organization, but I guess at the end of the day, I have to think that that's an advantage. That's going to play in my favor. This fight, I think skill for skill, I still take it home all day, every day. But you have to add in championship level experience, and Nico Gaffey doesn't have that.
Sometimes you like to embrace the bad guy role, and stuff like that. But him being from Spain, coming over to Florida, are you expecting the crowd to be with you for this one?
Oh man, that's a good one. I did get the good old endorsement from Mr. Brian Duran on social media. He's a very popular Cuban down there in Miami. So I do think that I'm gonna have Team USA on my side. Florida loves the USA. They're always in the chance. They always have the big old parades with the United States flags. Like, I do think Florida's going to rally behind me. There's going to be obviously people that don't like me because I am King Kai the bad guy. I'm not afraid to say what needs to be said. But yeah, I think Florida's going to love me. Florida has become my home away from home, and I just want to go on and put on a show for these guys. It's no different than if I like obviously it's different than if I was in Montana. I love Montana. My Montana people love me and we love a good scrap, but it's my job to put on a show for everybody regardless of where I'm at, and that's exactly what they're going to get. They're going to get the full King Kai experience. The mustache is going to be looking perfect. The hands are going to be lightning fast, and hopefully we put Nico Gaffey away for my first finish of my title run.
Well, I gotta ask, what's the story behind the mustache? Because I feel like the handlebar mustache is very reminiscent of the early bare knuckle
Mhm.
boxing days. When they would be like
Oh yeah.
that. So I guess what's the story behind the mustache, guy?
Yeah, well, really, it started in high school wrestling. We would dye our mustache, our little rat stashes in high school for the state wrestling tournament. And you know, I can't really grow a beard. So if I don't want to look like a baby face, I have to keep something. And my mustache happens to grow really freaking nicely. But it's also it's a good accessory. I don't fix it up and curl it every single day, but even now I just have it combed out. It's looking nice and feathered out a little bit. But uh, every bad guy has a mustache, so I guess it was just one more step in the direction of King Kai the bad guy. I love my mustache. Somebody is like, if you lose, you got to shave your mustache off. I was like, probably, but there's too many wins in this mustache to shave it off now. Fuck that. So, yeah, the mustache just kind of happened through life. And then uh, people recognize me because of the mustache. I'll be in the sauna at the local gym and be like, I recognize you and your mustache. I'm like, Yeah.
Awesome, Kai. Awesome. What have you been up to since your last fight in April? It's obviously been the longest layoff of your career. How hard has it been to go without a fight for so long?
Man, mentally is the worst part, as a competitor, and this is my full-time job. Like I need to stay busy. One, financially, but I have the greatest sponsors on earth that have made sure that I can like really attack this career and really give this career my absolute best effort. So outside of financially, like I'm wired to compete. Like I don't care if I'm walking upstairs and there's a stranger next to me. Like I'm beating him to the top of the stairs. Like I live, eat, breathe everything. Everything I do is competition and trying to be just a better me. And I haven't been able to prove to myself how good I am in a while. And I know that I'm doing really well in the gym, but I want to compete. I'm young. I think I should be having 2 to 3 fights a year for at least the next 3 or 4 years, just to get my worth out of what I'm doing. I think that, bare knuckle is going to be really, really hard to have 25, 30, 40 fights like you could in MMA. So I really don't want to waste any of my time to potentially be the greatest BKFC fighter of all time. I want to try to be the greatest combat sports athlete of all time. Like maybe one day down the road, get a super fight in the UFC, super fight in boxing. I love bare knuckle, and I'm not trying to get out of bare knuckle anytime soon. I bleed black and yellow, but I do want to prove to myself how freaking good I am. And then as I prove to myself how good I freaking am, the whole world's gonna know that I could possibly be the greatest combat sports athlete of all time. I just had to fight. And if I'm not fighting, that can't happen. So that's really all that, because don't get me wrong, I got to take my poodle out on the boat almost every day. We traveled the world. We've gotten to see a bunch of places. I've trained a bunch of places. So there was a blessing in the layoff. I got to be a human for a little bit, but I'm ready to go. I'm ready to grind. 2026 is going to be the grind year. Maybe we can take the foot off the gas in 2027 again. Fight once a year and show them that I still got this shit. But for this year, I really do have a goal of 3 fights this year, and I'm gonna do anything possible to get those 3 fights, even if it means going to RAF wrestling. I will be in a competition at least 3 times this year. If it's wrestling, it could be 4 or 5, but I'm gonna be busy. I'm gonna be a busy beaver.
That could be fun, and it obviously gives you activity. You
Mhm.
have big aspirations, I guess. What are the implications of a win here, Kai? You get the knockout over Nico Gaffie. What's next?
Well, honestly, the real question is who is next. They made me wait all year for Edgar Plazola. Whether Edgar Plazola didn't fully disclose that he was injured until last second, like whatever was going on, like I really hope that I don't really want, like, at this point he needs to win. Like he needs to beat somebody. He last time he fought, he didn't even beat somebody in the rankings. So I'm hoping a super fight. Maybe we find somebody from the UFC, next UFC world champion, to come over and let me put him out. I'm ready for the big fights, but if I defend my belt 3 times this year or even go up to if Austin Trout loses the belt, I definitely want to go up and avenge him. He's my dog, so I don't really want to fight him. Respectfully, if we both need a fight by the end of this year, I'll go up to 155. Let's have a battle for the pound for pound. He's pound for pound number one. I'm pound for pound number two. So it could be a good fight, but he is my homie. So bare knuckle fighting your homies isn't really the coolest thing, but I'm willing. Um, so yeah, I'm the most called out fighter in the BKFC. I'm pretty sure I had like 15 people call me out. Up in like the T-Pain song, up down, both weight classes, everywhere. They can't keep King Kai's name out of their mouth. They know that I'm the money fight. They know that fighting me, they're gonna get extra eyes. It's a good place to be in. Let's just how do we make the most called out guy not be the guy that's sitting out the longest? That's kind of what we got to figure out this year. Outside of
Mhm.
that, you can send anyone you want, just don't send anyone you want back, because it just doesn't work out. It just doesn't work out well in those guys' favor.
Got it, Kai. And last question for you, man. If you win this, 5 consecutive title defenses. I haven't been keeping count of the record books, but like, do you know if this will break the record for most consecutive title defenses, or is there another champion that has a little bit more?
I want to say so. Palomino had 2 different weight divisions, so it's like I don't know if he's how many consecutive he had at 155. It was either 5 defense. It could be I hear the word 6, but I think it's loose, like 6 total titles. Like this will be my 6th total titles. So I think Palomino, I will be tied with him. I know Christine Faria and I are currently tied right now. So I'm up there. Like I know I'm at least tied. And for the men's, it could be a record depending on Palomino's weight division. If it's for single weight class, I do think that this should push me over to be the best. For lack of better terms, the best. But no, I'm not even looking at those stats. I hear those stats and I think that they're very intriguing and fun. I'm a stat guy. I am a stat guy, but I'm also I'm definitely ready to just prove that I'm on a different playing field. And I've been downloading information. I'm at every single event, watching every single fight intently. I've been in the ring over an hour of ring time. So like I'm ready to shine. I've downloaded enough information. We're ready to go. Just like a video game. Just like a video game. We play it, we play it, we play it, we master it. We're mastering it right now.